21.22% profit trading Lululemon in a 2-day period. Look at my screen right now. This is my bank statement. I own Beyond Meat, Lulu, and Zoom right now. And as you can see, we're up over 21% on Lululemon in a 2-day period. So check this out. Here's the chart, and here's why I bought Lululemon. So I saw that they were moving very consistently at the same growth rate when it came down to the chart on a logarithmic scale. So I drew out a trend line here. That's this big horizontal blue line that goes from the bottom left to the top right, and I basically connected all the bottom little peaks for the first 3 months of this chart. Then at the beginning of February, middle of February here, COVID hit and the stock plummeted through our support line all the way down to about $130. COVID got to its absolute worst, and then since then we've put in recovery plans and it's starting to turn around. The stock actually rallied all the way back up to 325 here and set an all-time high. I wanted to get into the company, but I felt I was too late, so I waited it out. Since then, the stock has come back down, and I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see it a little bit better, just so that we can get a clearer picture here. So stock hits its all-time high of 325, and then it comes all the way back down to about 290, 285 zone and establishes a new low. After that, it creeps all the way back up to 321, 322 right here, sets a new high, but it didn't quite reach the high that was set on the initial rally. After that, it comes back down and it tests another low, a higher low than previously before at around that 300 mark. Since then, it rallies back again for another week, and it tests that 325, 330 mark, even setting a new all-time high. However, 3 days later, it dips back down to that 311, 315, 318 mark, and you can see that we're basically moving in a horizontal line here and an ascending line here, and that's where you get this ascending triangle pattern. And I absolutely love this pattern because that ascending part of it shows that there is force and momentum to the upside, meaning that people are wanting to buy more and more of this stock, even though people are selling at that 330, 340 level. What it indicates is that as soon as we get to the end of that triangle, there should be enough pressure on the upside to push it through that triangle, and that is exactly what we saw today. So today, the stock moved from about $330, which was almost an all-time high, to its all-time high, currently sitting at $340.99. Now, I really like Lululemon fundamentally. It's a great company, a fantastic brand, fantastic margins, growing quickly, and everything they do is about quality, and they're growing exponentially fast. They do not have a lot of earnings, so you could argue that they're a little bit overvalued. However, they are a fantastic company and a wonderful, wonderful product. On top of that, you had a very, very strong trend line that is now in line with this chart and offering it support. You also have an ascending triangle that is offering it support, and you have a MACD that's almost hovering around the 0 to 5 range and not doing a whole lot, so it's ready for a breakout as well. So I predicted this stock. If you're interested in seeing those predictions, check out my previous videos. But today, we are up over 22% on this one. We're up 21.22%, and we're up 35% on Zoom. So I just want to show you that trade as well. That one was really good. We'll go all the way down here. And as you can see, almost a similar pattern, a very, very similar pattern, except instead of an ascending triangle where we have that high that is setting a horizontal price level boundary, what we have here is basically both sides coming in, trying to figure out what's going to happen. Now, what that means in my head is you basically have even buying and selling pressure over time that is basically going to come to one price level, and then somebody has to win. It either has to go up or go down, and that is exactly what happened here over the last 3 days. So I'm going to zoom into this one as well. And you can see 1, 2, 3 days of upward momentum since we came to that basically inflection point at the end of the triangle. So all I did was draw 1, 2, 3 basically connecting lines that gave me my downward slope, and the larger upward slope actually came from the long-term trend. So when we take this out to 1 year, you can see that I got this long upward slope from the upward trend since February, largely caused by COVID, a phenomenal run for this. And the reason I went on the upside of Zoom is because COVID is going to last longer than we think. People are going to be on video conferences longer than we think and more often than we think it's going to become the new normal. And you don't want to be on the downside. You don't want to be betting against Zoom conference call when that's the new normal and that's the way people are going to be communicating moving forward. So when I saw that the stock was coming to an inflection point, and I see what's happening in the rest of the world world, I say, okay, I think there's only one direction that this is going to go, and that's why I bought options on this one. The same thing with Lululemon, and the same thing with Beyond Meat. Now, Beyond Meat did really good yesterday. We were up pretty substantially on it, but today we're down. However, because Lulu and Zoom are doing so well, it pretty much evens out, and on the portfolio together, we're up $2,800. So I'm super happy with this. Now, real quick, guys, if you get any value out of this video or you learn just a little something about technical analysis, please consider subscribing. My entire goal is to give you more content, tips, and tricks on how to trade and how to invest your money properly. So the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to make more money, and I'm going to give you some more content for free. So hope to talk to you soon. See you in the next video, and thank you for all the support.